Hello, J-Man. Welcome. How are you doing today? What happened during Silksong? I don't want to talk about Silksong very much right now, but I'm not enjoying it, unfortunately. But I don't want to talk anymore about that because I don't want to bring down my own mood and the mood of the stream overall, because I'm just going to complain. Hello, Earthly Entity. Welcome to the game that I'm streaming that's actually good. Why is my phone taking so long to turn on? I like to have my phone on when I'm streaming so that I can see if a Discord notification pops up. Got a cup of tea? Well, I've got a flask of water. I haven't got a cup of tea with me at the moment. I take longer than that to make a cup of tea usually, because I let it stew a while. But if I had a cup of tea, it would just be tea. Like standard tea. That's what I drink. My phone is still turning on. Are you good? Are you good there? Right, let's get Minecraft on screen. Don't have a tea, but you might get a cordial in a minute. I'm trying to work out if that's a joke or if that means something and I'm just stupid. Well, here's my enchanting room. Last time I streamed Minecraft, 11 PM, so you can't make tea without, can't use the kettle without waking your family. Yeah, fair. Last time I got Fortune 2 Efficiency 4 with my first enchantment, which was quite a nice first enchantment. I was talking the whole time. I've been talking the whole time. How long has my mic been off? God damn it, this day is just fucked. Hello, J-Man. How are you doing? With regard to Silksong, just not really enjoying it. Don't really want to talk about it. But here's the game that I'm playing that's good. Don't have a cup of tea, but I do have a flask of water. If I did have a cup of tea, it would be just a normal cup of tea. I don't have special types of tea, I just have tea. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that's a summary of everything I said. Welcome back to Minecraft. Maybe I'll actually be a functional streamer today. You've been able to hear me the whole time. But my mic was off. I think. I looked at OBS and it looked like it was off. Nope. That's wild, Earthly Entity, because I really looked at OBS and I was like, yeah, my mic is off. So I was hallucinating. No, I just checked the replay. You were not hallucinating, J-Man. I was hallucinating. Okay, I am still a functional streamer. Okay, that's past everyone. So, order of business for this stream is two things. First of all, use my diamond pickaxe to mine all of the diamonds that I haven't been mining this whole time because I was waiting for fortune. And number two, the nether. Because I also got the necessary obsidian to finish my portal. Oh, can pigmen still come through the portals? I was at it, Sagan. I was having a really bad time. I'm not going to talk about it more, but yeah, I was having a bad time. Minecraft will fix things. Do things still spawn through nether portals? It used to be that like sometimes pigmen would just like appear through the nether portal even if you weren't going through it. They do. Okay, I may need to put a gate on this. We'll see about that. Is it night right now? It is night. That's perfect. Night while you're mining is a good thing, because it means that mobs will spawn above ground, which means that fewer mobs will spawn below ground. I'm going to leave my paper here for now. Make some additional torches. How's my durability on my shield? It's fine. And we're off to the caves. Just going to enjoy some mining and crafting indeed. First things first, diamonds. Now, the real question is, how well am I going to remember where the diamonds are? The mob spawning thing is real. Yeah, so a chunk, at least it used to be, maybe they changed it, but it used to be the case, and I don't know, you know, what has been in updates, so it's possible they changed it, but it used to be the case, and I'm going to assume for the time being that it still is, that the way it works is a whole chunk is loaded at once. So if this chunk is loaded down here, it's still also loaded on the surface, which means Minecraft is also going to be spawning mobs on the surface. So it is actually better to mine at night, because it means you will get fewer mobs spawning down here. They're going to remove the chunks. I'm not happy about that, because that means that it will no longer be safer to mine at night. I also think that's probably actually going to be anti-optimization. And one of the things this game needs the most is optimization. Nobody is happy. Why did Mojang keep doing things that nobody likes? What the fuck, Mojang? They really took on Microsoft's personality traits when they got bought by them. I'm not finding the diamonds I left behind. I don't remember where they were. Oh, enchanted bow. Sir / madam / non-binary individual. Could you drop your bow when you die? Please. I beg. Okay, fuck you. There's some diamonds. These are not the ones that I had found earlier, but I'll take them. There's also a creeper balcony. I'll just frankly block that off for the moment and return to it in a second. Oh, this is good, because this is lighting up another creeper balcony for that cave, which does have diamonds in it. Diamond pickaxe. Let's stick that there. 3, 1, 1. What? This is... Minecraft is trolling me. What the fuck? Okay, I got 9 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually well below average for Fortune 2. Upsetting. Highly upsetting. Okay, see you soon, Earthly Entity. What is the shape of this cave? It's so narrow. Well, I'm somehow managing to find new things rather than find the diamonds I left behind before. I swear there were like 5 veins of diamonds scattered about these caves. I know there is one down there on the edge of the lava, but this cave is still dangerous, so I don't really want to go into it. Oh god, there's another creeper balcony there. They're all over the bloody place. I'm still using more torches than I need to, because my brain hasn't fully adapted to the fact that mobs only spawn at light level 0 now. More diamonds, nice. Like, why is this cave so narrow? Truly. Hello, Lucy. Yes, we are back. Peak indeed. They have made thin caves. Okay, that was 1. But it still gave me 2. Like, what is this? I want to test. I imagine it's not a thing, but I wanted to test just in case, because they do drop. Yeah, They do drop items rather than blocks now, but I don't think fortune works on iron still. It didn't look like it did there. Did they give Silksong a graphics update? Hey, listen. Graphics is one of the good parts of Silksong. Fortune works on iron? That's insane. This cave is ridiculous. What is this? Like, this isn't a fucking proper cave. Seriously. What's going on here? I feel like I'm in a horror film. Why is it so tiny? The crown system is rigged, J-Man. We've discovered this fact already. Okay, I'm going back. I don't like this cave. It makes me feel claustrophobic. Welcome back, Earthly Entity. Get me out of this cave, please. Oh yeah, that dropped too. Okay, I don't want to use fortune on redstone, to be honest. I don't use it enough to be worth it. Oh no, not another tiny little narrow cave. Okay, on the bright side, creepers can't come up out of there. I think the new cave generation kind of makes it harder to navigate caves in an annoying way. Rather than being hard because the actual challenge is greater. It's oh no no no. Hell no. Could I get crits? Cheers. Oh, she dropped empty bottles. Hello, Wyatt, welcome. I am definitely not in the parts of these caves where I left all the diamond veins. Where did I leave those bloody diamond veins? Okay, well, I definitely didn't go down there. I'm not gonna join a random server. Please don't advertise servers in chat, thank you. Were the diamonds up here? Where are my goddamn diamonds? Chat, I'm not misremembering, right? I did find tons of diamond veins and never mined them because I was waiting to get fortune. That is correct. That did happen, right? Thought my voice was a creeper for a second when I said pfft. I can do it again. I can sound even more like a creeper if you want. Well, I'm out of torches. That's not where I came from. I thought this was going to be really quick and then I would go straight to the nether, if I'm being honest. Ah! How many mobs can I imitate? You can perfectly imitate villagers by proxy villagers. Let's see. Huh. Huh. Huh? Huh. Huh. I can't do villagers, they're actually slightly different. There you go, I can do villagers. I can do creepers. I can't really do zombies, I always slip into zombies from a different game. Oh, right. Lightbot's message shouldn't be on right now, but yes, his message did change. But it should actually be... There we go. I've euthanized it for the time being. It shouldn't be on for Minecraft. But yes, I did add the "you will be deleted" bit. Nightbot has become a Cyberman for real. 4 diamonds. More, what, 1 diamond. Cheers, game. Iron in the ceiling, gold in the ceiling, but where's the diamonds? Wait, but I don't have... Nightbot is like William Afton, he always comes back. Facts. Maybe missing out on diamonds by not digging around them? Oh, right, of course, yeah. Okay, that's too much. I'm not doing that right now. Cheers, Scarlet King. I always forget that's a thing. Where did I mine that one? That was just 1. Shit. Now I don't remember where it was. Because these are not diamond holes. There were these 2 up here. Any of you are going to watch FNAF 2 when it comes out? They're making another FNAF film? I didn't watch the first one, so that probably answers your question. I did not know they were making another. They should add an enchantment that's like fortune but for experience. So you get more experience from mining ores. That'd be kind of fun. And that would be an enchantment that it would make sense to be incompatible with mending, unlike infinity. I'm never not going to be salty about that, by the way, in case you're wondering. First one was so stupid that it was good, you'll watch the second one. Sometimes bad films can just be really good. Maybe I should watch the first one. You could change enchantments, you'd make it so Frostwalker could work on horse armor so you can run on water. I think you'd need to change the horse armor model / texture so that that would actually make sense, because I don't think horse armor goes down to their hooves. Oh yeah, you're really right, Scarlet King. Okay, that's the most awkward position that that could be in, actually. There we go. 1. Cheers. Frost horseshoes. Honestly, horseshoes would be a fun thing to add. But the biggest thing I would change if I could change enchantments would be making it so that mending and infinity are not mutually exclusive. I don't think there's any actual reason for them to be mutually exclusive. And it makes me just not want to use infinity because I know that it'll run out eventually. Like, mending just feels better for like powerful bows. Like if I have a power 5 bow, I don't want to put infinity on it because that means that I'll lose the power 5 bow at some point. Gotta catch up on homework from when you were sick. Yeah, that's always annoying. Well, now that I know that I can get more of these ores by mining them with fortune, that's fun. Ooh, diamond. I don't know the shapes that diamond ore veins can be these days, so I don't know how much I should mine around them, and at what point I can say, you know, if that's definitely complete. A very good tip, thank you for that, Scarlet King. I think I've found most of the veins that I left behind. Okay, one more. I'm gonna have to make a whole lot of powered rails, or I'm gonna have way more gold than I can ever use. Or I could make... Can you still make basic golden apples? If so, I could make a ton of those. I think they all have to be connected, so if you completely expose the diamonds from all sides, you should see the whole vein. No, they can be diagonally connected. I'm pretty sure. There is a way to do strike through in YouTube chat, I'm pretty sure, but that isn't it. I assume that's what you were trying to do. Your chat is spazzing out, you didn't see... Oh no, well you... Never mind. I read Scarlet's test message before I read Earthly Entity's message. My brain is bad. I should read messages in order rather than not in order. Is your chat set to top messages or is it set to live messages? Have it set to live messages. It's a stupid thing that YouTube has where it automatically sets it to top. And basically how it decides top is a mystery to everyone. Like how the crown system is a mystery to everyone. And it only shows you the messages it thinks are good. Oh, it is on live chat. Okay, well, in that case, I don't know why you can't see Scarlet King's messages. I can see Scarlet King's messages. I swear there was one more diamond vein that I haven't picked up. It was just like on the wall in a tunnel. I know it was. Unfortunately, I don't know where it was. Not down here. If I come up to this section, was it maybe right here? Maybe I'm wrong. It's rare for me to be wrong, but it does happen. Very, very rare. The alternative is it could be no. I swear it was around here. We wants it. I now have a cup of tea. I've been given one. Okay, I swear there were diamonds. I might just be insane. I mean, I got 29 diamonds out of this trip. That's pretty good. But I swear there were more. Gold is good for piglin trading, that's true. Piglin trading is actually very good because you can get fire resistance potions. I can't remember what else you can get, to be honest. I know you can get other things, but I don't remember what they are. You can get obsidian from them. Because speedrunners use that, right? To build more portals. Since I'm not really interested in the cuttlefish of Subnautica, can you post your collection on Discord? It does show how many cuttlefish. I don't mind. Generally, once I've finished playing a game, I very much loosen up on spoilers for that game. Like, first playthrough is very tight, no spoilers, and then after that, I don't mind so much. So, like, I know cuttlefish exists, so I'm not bothered. The exception would be, like, if there's a secret ending, like, that I don't know exists or something, I might want to find it myself. But generally I loosen up a lot on spoilers. I am going to use my fortune on lapis because lapis is really good for enchanting. And also it looks really nice. Although I actually liked the old lapis texture better. I don't know if people know that texture in this chat, but the block, that is. So if we look here, just gonna make a couple of lapis blocks. See how it's like a tiled thing, like there's clear sort of like polished tiling in between, like it's the wall of like a swimming pool or something. So the old texture, which I think I have in my custom resource pack, was completely smooth. It was immaculate tiling. And I genuinely like this original one better. Which is why I need to get round to removing the Rickroll from my custom resource pack so that I can actually use it on stream. I was going to collect everything that's in this chest. The what? The Rickroll. There's a Rickroll on my custom resource pack. I don't remember why I added it, but it is there. The title screen, the panorama, is just pictures of Rick Astley. This custom resource pack was something I made like years ago. Back when I was playing Minecraft regularly. Its original purpose was to restore the old wool colors because they kind of pastalized and desaturated the colors a bit, and I wasn't a fan of that. Oh, we have a bro. We have two bros. Fuck you. Oh, that's bad. Why does zombie villagers have no fucking arms? What's up with that? 2 streams in one day? Yeah, because the other stream was so short because I kind of gave up on Silksong for a bit. So 2 streams in one day indeed, Frog. Welcome. I think it was hilarious, rickrolling everyone. I rediscovered that resource pack and got rickrolled by my own past self, and I immediately knew that when I started streaming Minecraft, I had to do it. I had to rickroll chat. Don't think you'll be in the Silksong streams at all because you're planning to play Hollow Knight. That's fine, absolutely. I highly recommend playing Hollow Knight completely blind. It's such a good game. Genuinely one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. The original Hollow Knight. It's so good. Hope you enjoy your playthrough as much as I did mine. Think I've gone through all of the tunnels here that I had explored before. Yeah. Joined at the worst time. We're gonna have to be right back for 10-20 minutes. Okay, see you in 10-20 minutes. And let's block that up just for safety's sake, and I'll return to the surface. 29 diamonds is a good haul, even though I don't think I found every vein that I had left before. But 29 diamonds is a really good haul. The straw hat looks like ogre ears when facing forwards. The straw hat on what? Oh, on the zombie villagers? I didn't even twig that they were wearing a straw hat, to be honest. I was looking at the fact that they don't seem to have arms. I'm actually going to be able to get a second enchantment here, which is really good. Because I want to go into the nether with as little experience as possible in case I plunge into the abyss. I'm on thin ice. Well, you know what? On Thin Ice is one of my favourite tracks from the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt soundtrack, so I'll take that as a compliment. Got that the illness that causes sick people to fall apart. You were going to make a joke about the armless zombie villagers. I don't think I know what illness you're referring to, but sounds terrifying. I really need to organize this chest a bit better. Let's put copper way down here because we hate it. Diamond and coal can be on the same level because, let's be honest, they're the same actual mineral. They're both carbon. Iron can be there. Redstone can be there. Gold can be there for now. And all the, like, copper can just be fucking, like, in the middle there. And all the kind of funny things could be the right. According to YouTube, there are only 2 viewers. According to your YouTube, according to my YouTube, there are 7 viewers. But according to my YouTube overview, there are 7 viewers. According to my analytics tab, there are 6 viewers. As Earthly Entity says, YouTube is incredibly unreliable. It cannot count. That wasn't what I meant to do. Okay, nothing in these. Stack of raw gold in there. 32 iron in there. 32 is 4 times 8, and I can't do anything. There we go. And quick maths. Ta-da! Right, let's make this a little bit better organized here. Gold blocks, please, and thank you. Your tab maybe just don't show up. I think sometimes people who aren't on the tab don't show up on the concurrent. It's weird like that. Because sometimes I like see a large, like a small number of viewers, and then I ask a question, and so a whole lot of people who weren't talking in chat before talk, and the viewer count bumps up at the same time. So I think that is a thing. YouTube is just weird like that. Wish Minecraft had more magic elements after the enchantment table, no more magic stuff. I mean, there is more stuff that's technically magic, but there isn't like spells you can use. I think that would be nice if they added spells. On the other hand, I do quite like sort of low fantasy, low magic settings, so I'm not hugely like upset by it, but it would be nice. There is alchemy, technically, that's true. Let's actually put the diamonds in the middle, and then we can have a full thing of coal here. Wish you could cast giant fireballs in Minecraft. I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast fireball. I really need to start using the recipe book to be faster with crafting. It's just not natural for me. Biden blast in Minecraft. Is the yippee I'm doing math genuine or sarcastic? I know plenty of people do like maths, so it could be genuine. Plenty of people don't know. I'm going to assume it's genuine, because I like maths. Why do I have so many crafting tables? How did I end up with this many crafting tables? Am I just silly? I might just be silly. Let's fucking burn my wooden tools. Who needs those? You like maths, but it's so easy that it's boring. I kind of had a similar thing, like in like the first 3 years of secondary school. I found maths very easy. It got hard for me in like 6th year with advanced higher maths. It got very hard for me. Still liked it, but I was bad at it suddenly. Where did I leave my paper? There it is. You have a species of golem, like things that live on a forest plant. Their bodies are made of stone, popular bioforest spirit. They're called garden keepers. Man is made of flesh and bone. Garden keepers are made of magic and stone. That's fun. Genuine question, what the fuck do you do with a simple key? You slot it into a simple lock. There are a few locks around the world that require simple keys, and there are exactly enough simple keys to unlock all of them in the game, but you have to decide which ones you want to do first. If you want, I mean, I don't know how far ahead in the game you are, so I don't know which ones are available to you. There's one that is definitely available to you because it's available right away, but there might be others as well. I don't know. Most locks in the game require simple keys. There are some that require specific keys, but the vast majority require just simple keys. Played Mage Arena with a friend and screaming fireball to people is an ecstatic endeavour. Unfortunately, you had to refund the game because of rampant unchecked racism. RIP. It is very fun to scream fireball. Not a multiplayer to begin with. Never played on VC because you don't like the sound of your voice. That's real. That is real. I'm not a particular fan of the sound of my voice either, but it is what it is. I'm gonna make a second armor stand and for leather armor. And I'll have one for chain, one for gold. I don't know if I'll do one for diamond. Probably not, because I don't want to waste diamonds. And also it doesn't fit in the corners. There's my 30 experience. Honestly, if I do one for gold, I can just make it right now. Let's actually, yeah, let's make the legs for the last piece of the iron set as well. That's complete now. Let's remember where I put my stone, which is there. Oh, but it's not, it's polished stone slab I need, isn't it? Surely I had more than one polished stone slab. There they are. Smooth stone. Ever heard of a small indie game called Amori? I have heard of Amori, yes. I'm not entirely sure what type of mechanics it is. I've never looked into it enough to see like what type of game it is and therefore to know whether it's one I would want to play or not. It's very long. That doesn't tell me what type of game it is. I'm fine with games being long. I'm going to put a chest here and put all my lapis in that chest. I need wood. I'm never going to use that enchanted golden apple. Simply never going to use it. Let's make the gold armor set first. Okay, I picked up one more block than I need. Which one will be gold? Let's make this one gold. Let's enchant. What should be the next thing I enchant, do we think? Bow, a piece of diamond armor, a sword, another pickaxe, a hoe. Oh, I have a chest. I don't even need to make one. Based. The only thing golden armor is good for. Yeah, golden armor is honestly my favorite, like, armor set aesthetics wise. I think it looks so good. I love the way golden armor looks. But it is entirely dog shit as an actual armor set. I'm not actually going to make a host again, that was a joke. Sorry to disappoint you. Turn-based game with a heavy emphasis on story, a lot of dark elements. I don't typically go for turn-based games, but I might give it a try at some point. At some point in the future. I have so many games in my backlog, so I cannot say remotely when. I'm going to make some armor is what I'm going to do. I'm going to enchant... Ooh. What do we enchant first? Chestplate, helmet, or boots? Leggings is out of the question because it's just worse chestplate. But helmet and boots have, you know, like special things. Let's have a look at what... I know this isn't probably going to be the same as exactly as what the diamond one would be, but it's going to give us an idea. Unbreaking. Unbreaking. Everything just says unbreaking. Chestplate because most armor, but I could get like respiration or something from helmet, but I'll do chestplate. You'll never forget this betrayal. I'm going to make a full set of diamond armor, and I'm going to just enchant the chestplate. And then I'm going to proceed to not wear it when I go to the nether. Hello, welcome back, Frog. Heated up some food your mum made. Nice. Hope you enjoy it. I'm actually going to put it in this chest as well. It says I'm breaking. Let's hope I get something in addition to that. That is the worst it could have been. That is truly terrible as an enchantment. Honestly, quite abysmal. Very unfortunate. Actually, the only way it could have been worse is if it was blast protection. I am going to the nether, but I'm not gonna wear I'm not gonna wear my diamond armor. I will wear gold boots. I'm gonna take almost nothing to the nether with me initially. Fire protection is still just worse than protection. Unless they really rebalanced it, fire protection is just it's just more situational protection. Oh, I forgot I have the mending golden boots. Okay, I'm not going to take them immediately either because I don't want to lose them. Do I have a loom? If I do, you can upgrade your shield? You can... What? Okay, let's actually put these in a place where I can find them more easily. I did not know that upgrading your shield was a thing in Minecraft now. That's fun. Is it like actually an upgrade, or is it just like it looks nice? If you just mean it looks different, then I don't really care. Why did I do that? Right, putting everything I don't want to take with me to the nether, which for the first trip is almost everything. Almost everything. Because I'm going to be very careful about this. I will take my pickaxe and my... I'll actually take a stone axe. I'm going to not take any of this either. Just while I secure the... just while I secure the actual portal itself. I did not name the dog, no. Portal has been lit. We're going to hell. I didn't put my, we're not going to hell? I didn't put my golden boots. Okay, we are going to hell. Okay, good spawn. I'm immediately going back because I didn't put my golden boots on. Good spawn. Good spawn. I can now put my armor on without being worried about losing it. I mean, I might still lose it, but I can be less worried about, you know, losing so much with such certainty. Do need the flint and steel. To be honest, you don't really like the food your mum made, but you're too scared to say it isn't good. I mean, you don't need to be scared, really. You can just say, I'm not particularly a fan of it. That's what I would say, at least. But, I mean, yeah, I also don't like... I don't like telling people that I don't like something that they made. Okay, is there anything else I want to actually bring with me? For the time being. I don't think there is, because I don't really... Well, maybe some gold. Maybe some gold. Although you get gold there, don't you? I'll take some anyway. And I'm actually going to make... Yeah. I'm running out of wood. Rapidly. Extra, and I'm just going to take these ones in, leave these behind. Yeah, I didn't expect it would increase the stats. Right, actual nether time has zucchini in it, which I have a bad experience with. I mean, you can just say that. You can just say, yeah, I don't really like zucchini much. I will say, what? Why are you right there? You are no longer right there. Okay, that's not the greatest, but it's not an abysmal spawn. So the reason I initially went through with no armor there was or like no items at all, was because I didn't want to get... Sometimes the portal can just be floating over lava. And I didn't want to get that and then get blasted in by a ghast, which can happen. One thing I will say for the more recent textures is the netherrack is kind of... Although, one thing I do like about this netherrack is that it kind of looks like faces screaming at times. So there is that to go for it. And then at other times it kind of looks like it's bleeding. Clean some stuff off your keyboard. The feeling is real. Those guys aren't, like, feeling aggressive towards me, right? I'm wearing gold. You're not allowed to be aggressive towards me when I'm wearing gold. Well, I know you are if I steal from your bastion, but I'm not, so... This texture for netherrack was originally called bloodstone, but it was changed. Interesting. They kind of look like they're aggressive. They keep running backwards and forwards, but they shouldn't be aggressive, right? Okay, I don't think they are. Texture hurts your eyes. That is the one issue with it. But there are I can't say that I like it more or less because there are elements of it that I like more and there are elements of it that I like less. Right, you lads aren't a problem, yeah? Like, you're nice to me, right? You're gone. I know you're nice to me until I hit you. Then you're a problem. Oh, they're scared of the zombified piglin? Huh, I didn't know they were scared of the zombie piglins. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't know that. Although it doesn't make that much sense, because I don't think the zombie piglins are aggressive to them, are they? Maybe they are. He didn't look like he was attacking. I'm scared of the zombified piglins, because you can easily accidentally hit them and then get destroyed. Just finished your maths, nice. Okay, there's a basalt delta over there. Striders. I don't have a huge amount of experience with striders, to be honest. They were in the game the last time I played, but I never really interacted with them much. Magma cubes, which is very nice. If the potion recipes are still the same, presence of magma cubes is goated. Okay. Had to double check that gravel wasn't a full trap. Hey, you did not, in fact, drop magma. Can you get closer? Yes, give me that cream. Dear Savior, pretty sure you explored the entire crossroads and green path, yet see no progress. Do you have dash? You do not? You didn't explore the entirety of green path. I don't know which rooms you've been to, so I don't know how to direct you towards dash the best. Kind of following the ways that Hornet dashed away from you leads you in the direction of where you get dash. If you remember where she showed up and which directions she went. Let's see, you went to Fog Canyon. That's a room that Hornet appears in, is the room that leads down to Fog Canyon is away. Wanting to check Discord if you send a screen of your map? Yeah, sure. Let me get to a spot where I'm safe, even though the game pauses when I press escape. Need to check on my phone. The Nether music is pretty good. I do like it. Okay, phone is still starting because apparently it does extra starting when you first unlock it after restarting it. Thanks for that. I do prefer, well, I don't know if I prefer the old Nether music. Most of the old music I prefer. I think the old Nether music is kind of on par. Does the old Nether music still play? If the old Nether music doesn't still play, then I think that's bad. What phone do I have? One that is not like a big brand. One that is cheap because I don't have money. Right, let's have a look at this map here. If my phone could run. It's really struggling after restarting. Usually it runs pretty quick, but Lucy, your map crashed my Discord. You're too powerful. Right, okay, we're back. We're so back. Okay, do you see that room that isn't like filled in and isn't colorful with like the three sort of stones on a platform on the top left of your map in green path? The fact that that isn't filled in and colored in like the rest of the map means you haven't been in that room. Go there. I was expecting to come out this. So. It's not blocked off. If you come up from below, in that below column, or if you go from the top. So either one of those rooms, the below column or the or if you loop around and go over the top passageway that's above the room to its right, both of those you can get to it and it's not blocked off. Have I ever pirated a game? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember if I ever did when I was a kid. I don't think I have. But also, I wouldn't really be able to say yes as a streamer on YouTube, even if I had. Probably not, like, something that one should admit to while streaming on YouTube. There was one ghast when I entered the nether, and now there's none. Which, to be honest, I'm not complaining. Not gonna reveal any more info about yourself, but you thought everyone has pirated at least like 1 or 2 games. Generally, as a rule, if there's something that you think everyone has done, there are plenty of people who have not done it. There's nothing that everyone's done. I don't remember ever doing that. Yeah, well, okay. Exaggeration to say there's nothing that everyone has done, but generally speaking, there's practically nothing that everyone has done. In terms of, like, actions that you actually have to choose to do. Okay, I'm not happy about that ghast's existence. Come on. Oh, come on. I used to be better at aim than that. That's gone in the lava, hasn't it? Yeah. Shame, no guest here for me. I'm also a little nervous about that Enderman. Ruined portal there, that's cool. Need to go and get that. Yeah, I'm aware of that, Scarlet King. Just noticed, love how I'm starting to build a stable community. It's so nice to see the familiar faces whenever there's a stream. Whenever there's a stab. I like that typo. I agree. I agree, Sagan. Yeah, you seem to be able to tame ghasts. I'm honestly not a fan of that. It makes them less scary to me. But it is what it is. I probably won't do it. Does these not have a chest in the nether? Or am I just unlucky and they sometimes don't have a chest? Oh, that's a slab. They're friend-shaped. You think Mojang finally did something positive for the game? They are not friend-shaped. I've always found guests really creepy, and I like that about them, and the ability to tame them makes me find them less creepy. And I like things being creepy. So I'm personally not a fan of it. That being said, I am glad that you are a fan of it. Warped roots. Good for them. This, I believe, is wood analog, yes. These are essentially trees. What is the tool for breaking warped warp blocks? Because it certainly isn't the axe. Warped fungus? That probably makes a tree. Would be my assumption. I have seen all this stuff before, but I don't remember it. Oh yeah, warped forest is where you get tons of endermen, isn't it? Speaking of, there's one there. Remember when he was like 7 or 6 and you got stuck in the nether in creative mode? How do you get stuck in the nether in creative mode? Just spawn a flint and steel in your inventory. Or did you not know you could do that? To be fair, at like 6 or 7, it is very fair to not know that you can do that. Shroom light. Yeah, you're close. Yeah, that's fair. I did kind of, my brain kind of neglected this 6 or 7 part. I remember that actually, yeah, I remember this biome. I remember loving this biome the first time I kind of came to it back in the day because it was fun for parkour. Minecraft, the one good game that I've ever been good at platforming in. The one good game? The one game that I've ever been good at platforming in, I should say. I don't have a boat. Can you wait there, Enderman, a second? J-Man is correct. It is from a cat. I believe it's from Jeb's cat. You can't make boats with... Chat Mojang are cooked. What the fuck? Why in the name of God can you not make boats with this when it acts as wood in all other ways? I'd like to see a bastion or a portal. It would be quite nice. I kind of want to return to my nether portal to get a boat because I don't feel safe being around endermen without a boat. They're very dangerous. Also, I feel like there's got to be a closer bastion or fortress. Failed that jump, that's fine. Crimson fungus. I didn't expect a crimson fungus would spawn in a warped forest. Huh. Okay, that's creepy. Now I need to go back there. The pillar without the bench is blocked off. Okay, maybe it is and I misremembered that, but just go around the top passage. You can get to there from the other pillar. Just a music disc? No gas tier? Really? disappointing. Yeah, just go around the top. If you see the map, there's the pillar where you have got the bench. Go up there, go right and up and around the top way. That's the original, like, intended route. Maybe the other pillar is blocked off until you get around the top. You could be right. I didn't think it was, but I don't tend to go that way first, so. If I ever turn into a vampire, you will use a spear filled with a USB stick head filled with platforming games to put me to eternal rest. If I ever turn into a vampire, I don't want you to put me to eternal rest. Excuse me? Get out of my face, sir! How dare you end my vampireness? Gotta repeat the game was too loud. Okay, so the pillar with the bench, Lucy. Go up and then right and then up and then along the passage along the top if you see on your map there. And then down into that room that's just right of where I directed you to. That's like the intended path to get there. Also, sorry for bumping the microphone. Where is the way back? Ow. That's fine. Did I mine through? I didn't mine through a wall here. How did I get down here? Hey lads, how did I get down here? Okay, the lads are not helping. Time to build a staircase. This pickaxe was brand new. Okay, time to not build a staircase. Thank you, Nether. Let's build a staircase instead of digging one. Is it up there I came from? I'm sure it was up there I came from. Because I couldn't have come around. Unless there's a cave here I came through. Like, what the f... I'm very confused. Yeah, that ain't it. Because I dug through here. It must have come from up there. Because I don't think I went around over the soul sand. Did I? I do not get the joke, Sagan. Just won a round of Minesweeper. Hell yeah. I have never won a round of Minesweeper, so good job. How the fuck did I actually... Okay, I'm pillaring up. What the fuck is going on? God damn it, that's invisible. It was only visible once I was above it. This is the wrong one. Right, somewhere around here is my portal. Up there. here. Then I think left. We back. How do you fight Hornet when you get there? Why is she just standing there? Jump in the room. I mean, I'd recommend going down a little bit first. Go down before you fight her. Go down a little bit into the pillar. You might like what you find, but you just jump in the room. You fight her. Where do I put this? I don't have like a chest for music discs. Right, I need to collect wood before I go back in because it turns out that warped stuff is shit. But yeah, be prepared to get shawed. Because she does in fact shaw. Molly Minesweeper stream when? Never. I'm bad at Minesweeper and I don't enjoy it. But generally the best advice for Hollow Knight is to, when there's somewhere you can't go, look at your map and see if it looks like there might be another route around to the same place from another direction, because that path might not be blocked. Let's get a little more wood, just because I'm constantly running out. Yeah, I do need to play the disc. I need to get myself Melohy at some point. Melohy is far and away my favourite Minecraft disc. If you could add a Souls mechanic to Minesweeper, you bet I'd love it. Nope. Okay, see you, Earthy Entity. I simply don't like the core mechanic of Minesweeper. It's not my type of game. I say that like it's a complex mechanic-based game. I don't know why I placed that down. I have a crafting table in here. Right there. Boat. Now I feel safer. Let's dump some stuff here just while I'm back. Minesweeper is a relatively simple game. I wouldn't say it's the most simple game, but it is pretty simple. But I am bad at games that require you to think from like a single second. Oh, I need my goddamn second pickaxe. Time to lock in. You got this, Lucy. Lock in. For those who might be confused, what we're doing here is securing the portal so it can't get destroyed. And then providing exit. Unfortunately, it is in a slightly awkward place to provide a simple exit, so I'm gonna have to mine a lot here, but that's fine. Okay, there we go, we can provide a staircase down over the... Yeah, that's gonna be nice and dramatic. Hell yes. It's all cobblestone for now, but I'll make it look nice at some undetermined point far in the future. Including blocking up those bits that I've left empty. I need more cobblestone. Oh, that synth. Goated. Let's make a jukebox before I forget. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to make it. Wait, I want to see if I can use the planks for a jukebox first. Okay, so you can use warped planks for anything that doesn't have a specific wood version, is what I'm picking up here. Right, let's hear what this sounds like. I don't think I've heard this one. Oh my god, it's so loud. It's so loud. It's still so loud. It's still so loud. It's kind of a banging beat, but I don't like the main sound effect very much. It's so loud. Hell yeah, Lucy. Second try for Hornet's really good. Sorry if you can't hear me over the absolute din of this thing. Why are music fucking jukeboxes so loud now? Is it just this jukebox? It's insanely loud. Okay. I think Hornet took me 8 tries, so you're way better than me. On my first playthrough, that is. A nice feature for jukeboxes would be if you hover over a playing jukebox to see like a progress bar. Positioning is one of the biggest killers in Hollow Knight, yeah. You can easily end up stuck against a wall in an arena and have nowhere to go. The way to like do Hornet's fight really fast is actually to basically hit her back towards the wall whenever she tries to jump away from it. You can kind of bully her in a corner. Oh. He's listening to the music. He wants to be in on the party. Where did he go? Oh, I think he fell off. Rip. Not bad. Definitely not my favorite music disc, but not bad. My favorite's still Melody. Be it with 2 HP basically the whole fight because you're just that goated. Sometimes you get hit a bit and then you kind of lock in mid-fight. And it feels really good when that happens. Your forearm is genuinely tired from Minesweeper. I would recommend clicking less. Give yourself a rest, because you don't want to get like carpal tunnel syndrome or anything. Is shift on slabs still unreliable in Minecraft? You know what? I don't actually want to risk it. I'm just gonna... I need to really build up rather than build down. Let's put a side door here. And by put a side door, I mean just fucking dig out and put it back. Hello, zombies. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know the height that I'm going up to, so this is a little awkward. Probably should just build like a tower and spiral staircase up or something. Wait, no. I want to do... There we go. You mean the load of stone that I've already put on my portal, Scarlet King? Is that the load of stone that you're talking about? I'm aware of what you need to do to defend your portal. He tried to jump in here. The little rat. Oh, a lodestone. Okay, the typo. Or the autocorrect. Good point. I don't even need to craft it. I actually have one already. Picked it up somewhere. I forgot about lodestones. Sorry, the autocorrect messed me up there. I'm gonna need more stone. Really, I wanted to build this with stone bricks, but you know, I don't have time to go around smelting it. This is not going to be a very safe staircase, to be honest. I might put like wall in the middle or something. Actually, I want the door to be at the front, yeah. Okay, I need to go back up the normal way because I don't have enough blocks. He kind of got wrecked. Another music disc for me. Oh, that's right. I did kind of block off my portal. Let's leave that open for now. Where in the goddamn hell did I put the lodestone that I got? Because I got lodestones from a chest. Because I remember thinking, what the fuck is a lodestone? But I don't remember where I put them. I think I have 2? Yes. Okay, how does this work? How does this function? Place and click with compass. Cheers. You have a really old €100 bill from 2002. You see, 2002 being called really old, I don't like that. That's the year I was born. Interact with it whilst holding a compass. Yeah, okay, cheers. Hello, by the way, Forever Goat. Welcome. How are you doing? This little bastard. I'm not having it. Country load to take me home. Going really old because the design is different. I know, it just made me realize. It just made me think. It's not actually an issue. I don't think any of the ghasts I've killed have dropped a ghast tier. I have not seen one fall. Do ghasts still drop ghast tiers? What version is this? The most recent version. Forever Goat. This is the most recent release. I'm using the Programmer Art Resource Pack if that helps. I've seen the Minecraft speedrun where someone beat the game in 20 seconds. I haven't, I don't think. Task 1, yeah, that sounds like it would be a task. Okay, they do still drop them. That's good. You can also get them from bartering. Okay, that's also nice. Netherrack looks like that because I'm using the programmer art resource pack. To be honest, Netherrack is not the reason I'm using the programmer art resource pack. I'm using it for a couple of reasons. One is the more recent textures are significantly worse for my color vision, quite a lot of them. But the other one is I just like most of the old textures better, that not being one of them. I'm out of stone again. But yeah, the new textures are actually, especially the new ore textures, are actually really quite bad for people with protanomaly, which is in fact the most common form of color deficiency. So Mojang kind of dropped the ball on that one. I think it occurs in about 8% of people who are assigned male at birth, so like it's pretty common. That's about 4% of all people. When I dropped down onto the stairs, the stream froze and there was a black loading screen, and then the next frame I teleported on the stairs. I'm just using my magic hacks powers. I think that's just your end. I don't see anything about drop frames or any complaints from YouTube. But it was, of course, me using my hacking. Okay, I actually need to go and get cobblestone. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Weird seeing the piglins with the old textures. Yeah, it is. I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about the current piglin and zombie piglin texture. I kind of miss the old zombie pigman texture, but that might just be nostalgia. Why am I mining there? That's bad. I can't get off there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that and then actually fill that up with something else. Fucking fill it up with planks. Who gives a shit? I don't. Let's be inefficient. Because you can actually fall into those gaps and die while you're dropping down the ladder. You got color efficiency. There are too many colors and you hate it. There's like 1 million shades of green. Some people do have... typically, I think... Often the... I'm trying to remember how genetics works here. I think it's often the mother of someone with color deficiency. Now, obviously not necessarily always, because the person who has these genes might never be the mother of anyone. But if you if you know someone who's the mother of someone with color deficiency, I think there's a high chance that they have better color vision themselves than is normal. I don't know. It's something along those lines because of the way the genetics works out. What am I looking for? I was looking for something in the chests and I've lost it. Oh, I was looking for stuff to make a torch. I'm still very slow with the inventory for some reason. How many days am I into this world? I don't know. Can I see that in stats? .75 like real life days by the looks of it. That feels... yeah, that feels about right. F3 on the left side. I can't see it. I'm blind. Day 85. Where is that written? Under biome. Day 85. I see it. Thanks. Cheers. There you go. 85 into this. Your mum's dad couldn't tell the difference between red and green. That means he almost certainly had protanomaly. Or possibly the stronger protanopia. So protanomaly is what I have, which is a deficiency of the red cone cell. That means that my essentially the peak wavelength that my red cone cell detects is lower and is shifted towards green slightly. So I have more trouble telling reds and greens apart because I don't see green as strongly, where I see sorry, I don't see red as strongly, where I see the peak of my red cone cell is actually sort of halfway between what most people consider red and green. Protanopia is when the red cone cell is entirely non-functional, which means you do not pick up red at all. And that is less common. That's full color blindness. What I have, strictly speaking, is called color deficiency. What most people who have color blindness in quotation marks have is, strictly speaking, color deficiency, not full color blindness. Both your mum and dad have green eyes. You two green eyes getting together is kind of rare, you think? As only 2% of the population have green eyes. Yeah, green eyes is rare. Because it is a recessive gene, I'm pretty sure. Makes me feel better when you were little, you used colorblind mode in Fortnite. The funny thing about that is lots of games have a colorblind mode. I have yet to see one that actually works. Because what they tend to do is they tend to either change the saturation of things, which doesn't help, or shift the color spectrum, which is already what's happening with most people and therefore doesn't help. For example, Lies of P's color blindness mode actually made things worse for me when I tested it. I didn't have a problem with Lies of P in the first place, but I wanted to test it anyway, and it changed me from not having a problem to having a problem. So bit weird. But basically it's because they do the wrong thing. What colorblind modes should do is they should just change what colors things are to colors that have higher contrast, but that's never what they end up doing. Misconceptions around colorblindness are really rampant for some reason. Black eyes, strictly speaking, don't exist. Very, very dark brown eyes are often called black. I think you couldn't see him at all. Yeah, that's a little bit rarer than my version, but not completely uncommon. Used to want to be colorblind. Kind of unusual. I mean, I'll say as someone who's colorblind, it's not a big issue. Like, it's probably the least impactful of all of things that can technically be considered as a disability. But I don't... wanting it is a little odd. Okay, that's not quite safe. You have hazel eyes? I have sort of... Bro, you need to get off here. You're gonna push me off if I don't push you off, so... Adios. You also need to get off here. Adios. I have like halfway between hazel and chestnut. Most people have brown eyes. Many people say your eyes are blue even though they're green. They're probably kind of like a little sort of cyany then. There are a lot of greens that greens and blues that look similar to each other. There's also the old argument of blue and grey eyes. Strange genetic fact, your family has white hair when we were young. Held on to it when you were till you were 6. Interesting, I've not heard of that before. That's kind of fun. I know sometimes babies have like lighter hair occasionally. You haven't missed much. We're talking about color deficiency and I'm still building this tower. Or was I building this tower when you left? I can't remember when I started now. I need yet more stone. Oh, I still have a little bit. I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move here. I didn't do it. Never mind, it's fine. I was trying to block clutch. I used to be able to block clutch quite well, but I have lost the ability. You have bright blue eyes and you're short-sighted. Those are not connected, I don't think. Yeah, that's kind of a nice center. I like that. Yeah, the semi-related to the like light hair when you're younger. The interesting thing is, I think the majority of babies have blue eyes when they're born, and then they change to your eye color later. Some babies do not start with blue eyes, but the majority do, by my understanding. Check your eyes, look sort of grey bluish on the outside parts. Yeah, a lot of eyes are not one color. That's probably what causes people to call your eyes blue. Focus on that more than the other colors. And then once I've done this, I still need to find a nether fortress, so that's fun. And a bastion. Guy wants you to pay him 86 geo for no reason, you do it. Do it whenever someone asks you for money, give them money. I know exactly who the guy is you're talking about. He's a good NPC. If someone asks you for all your worldly possessions, you give them all your worldly possessions. It's just how it is. No matter how much you think about it, it's weird that our pupils are literal holes in our eyes. I don't think it's that weird. I mean, how else is the light gonna get in? Yeah, his shop isn't that enticing for new players. I knew you were going to be disappointed. Okay, see you soon, Frog. Am I going to drop down onto that? You know what? We risk it. We risk everything. Never trust Molly, it's true. You may find in the future in your playthrough though, however, that you actually want to buy stuff from that shop. You can actually get... those charms can actually be some of the best in the world later on in a playthrough. I don't know why I said the best in the world, like there are other games that have charms like Hollow Knight does. There aren't really. Best in the game is what I was really trying to say. I'm gonna need to get more stone. I'm upset. Okay, well that's the perfect amount there, but I'm still gonna need to get more. At least I can take this all the way to the top now. Kinda wish you could make slabs back into full blocks. I mean, I know you can just put two together to make a full block, but they're still slabs. If you know what I mean. Observation deck loading. Oops. Not that I have much to observe here, but still fun. God fucking damn it. Accidentally started a boss? Is it a boss or is it an arena? That's an arena, not a boss. If there's no boss name, then it's not a boss. It is quite a difficult arena for first-time players, though. Got him first try? Nice. On my, like, playthroughs now, what I'm saying is you're goated. Kind of, I mean, you did horn it in like a fourth of the attempts it took me, so on my first playthrough. So it does sound like you're pretty good at the game for a first playthrough. Yeah, I tend to go there pretty early on subsequent playthroughs because the charm notch is really nice. I just kind of gave up using the iron pickaxe. I need to get unbreaking for this pickaxe at some point though. Well, mending would be nicer actually. If your white blood cells knew your eyes existed, they would immediately attack it. What do you mean? Are my Discord DMs open? I mean, I don't have Discord open right now, but you can DM me, yeah, sure. I have no problem with people DMing me. Often I take a long time to reply because I'm bad at messages and I overthink my responses to people. So if you ever DM me and I don't reply for like a day, it's probably because I looked at the message and was like, I don't know exactly how to word my reply just yet. I'll reply to that later, and then forgot about it for a day. That happens all the time, even with people I know well. Cells on your eyes are special and your immune system don't know about them, so if they feel it, they'll see it's unfamiliar and attack it, think it's an outside threat. I mean, that probably goes for a lot of cells that aren't in the blood in terms of like what white blood cells would attack. Obviously, they can't attack any of those things because white blood cells are in the blood and those cells aren't, but probably a lot of non-blood cells are actually different, I would imagine. I'm carrying my diamond pickaxe and I don't like it. I didn't realize I was carrying that. Good lord, that mines quickly. I forgot how fucking weak netherrack was. Did you know if someone stabbed you with a rusty nail, your body would freak the fuck out? You know, I did know that, yeah. It's funny. That is... I mean, it's not something I think about that often, but yeah. I did know that. Can you get the fuck out of my tower? Oh, it's a 1-to-1 for walls, is it? One of the fastest acting diseases, Ebola, can kill you in 3 days. Your own immune system could kill you in 15 minutes. Yeah. Autoimmune stuff is nasty. Stomach has been hurting for 2 days now, you're terribly afraid it's tapeworms. If you're worried about it, go to the doctor. That's what they're there for. I am building a staircase down here. I wanted it to look nice and be enclosed, and then it kind of turned into an observation deck. But yes, I'm a woman, so I don't particularly like the term bro very much. Just for the future. But yeah, I'm building a slightly more elaborate than it needs to be staircase. And by slightly more elaborate, I mean significantly more elaborate than it needs to be. DM'd me what my white hair looked like. Okay, nice. I'll have a look. Probably after the stream. Can I get this to... Come on. I'm the goat. And he's the pig. I'm so funny. Actually, I'll look in a couple of minutes. I need to be careful not to fall down there, because if I fall down there, I will actually die. No worries, Forever Goat, no worries. Once again, if YouTube would add the ability for me to dispense information like that automatically, such as in the form of like a pop-up when someone chats for the first time, like every other streaming site does. Okay, I'm going to change this to normal stairs. Could add a bot that occasionally reminds people about my pronouns. I could. I mean, I do use Nightbot on here. He's euthanized at the moment because he just talks about spoilers. The thing about that is that that doesn't necessarily indicate that I don't like terms like bro and dude, because a lot of people use them gender neutral, so they don't necessarily think, even if they know my pronouns, that I wouldn't like those terms. I'm gonna break that one. I think, yeah. You're not invited up here. Some guy snoring. Is that a boss? I don't know which room you're in. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about, but I don't know for sure. Mushroom arrow. I mean, that still doesn't tell me which room you're in, but it does lend credence to what I think you're talking about. Have you seen the guy, or do you just hear snoring in a relatively large room? Just hear snoring. 1 HP, 1 soul, and no bench. I'm pretty sure that isn't a boss. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Yeah, it sounds like the person I think it is. If I'm wrong, then remember that arenas don't lock you in after you've beaten them the first time, so if you're forced to run back, you can always just dash through the place with the mushrooms without fighting them. Snoring sounds like a jackhammer. I think it is the person I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's who I was thinking of, and in which case not a boss. But the game does kind of make you feel like it's going to be a boss when you first get there. So I can understand. If it's the person I think it is, they're not hostile in any way. How much does Hollow Knight cost? It's like... just like under... or just around 15 quid? Just under 15 quid? It's probably on sale right now, to be honest, if when Silksong released. Maybe not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. It was on sale like a few days ago. It is worth every penny that it costs, in my opinion. Did I see your YouTube message? Your phone died, you're back now. I saw the one about that you sent me your what your white hair looked like. I didn't see one after that. Yeah, it's Cloth. I thought it was Cloth. She's great. We like Cloth here. But yeah, Scarlet King, I didn't see any message after the one about the that you sent me what your white hair looked like. To which my answer was that I'll probably look at it after the stream. I try not to look at Discord while I'm streaming. Good lord, I cannot climb these stairs. Am I actually just terrible at the game? It's quite possible. That was your last one before your phone died. Okay, yeah. I don't want to make more walls than I need. Is the issue here? I think I'm gonna need to use just about all my cobblestone here. Yeah. I kind of want it to go all the way up to the ceiling is the thing. So I'm actually gonna need more. Well, why shouldn't Hornet be down there? Eh? Oh wait, but this... God damn it! Why does that connect to slabs? I swear that didn't used to connect to slabs. Fuck's sake, Mojang. The room you're in right now is not a boss room, Lucy, don't worry. How long would it take to complete Hollow Knight on average? Curious if it's a long game or not. I mean, it depends. I'd say it's a reasonably medium length game if you just do like any percent. If you explore a lot, it can be reasonably long. I don't know what to do about this middle section. I wanted a pillar going up to the ceiling, but now I also wanted these walls, kind of. Maybe if I just get rid of the walls, maybe the pillar will look okay. These items really fly off walls when you mine them. Wild. Okay, I think this will still look okay. The problem now is that I don't have, like, the ability to put walls around here. In the way that I wanted to, so this is gonna look worse than I had anticipated because Mojang are bad. It would have been better if I'd done the staircase only on this side. Rip. And I need yet more stone. Just leave a floating block in the middle here. That's not a problem. Okay, I can block that off now. I think I needed more than that. Oh, I'm gonna need one more. Even still. Fungal waste is pretty light on benches. There are a couple. It sounds like you're going in the right direction from the messages you've been sending. But yeah, the benches are pretty few in fungal wastes. I'm not a fan that it plays that sound effect every time you pass through the portal, even if you don't actually fully pass through. Now I need to think, where am I going? Because the first direction I went in, there was no sign of a bastion or a fortress. I'm gonna get Deep Slate. You're at Pilgrim's Path at the point where you need a longer dash. I mean, there are other exits from that room. Benches in Hollow Knight are quite frequently, like, not completely in the path, but like slightly to the side of the path. Still doing homework? Hope it's going well, J-Man. You're in science right now. Is it interesting homework or is it boring homework? I heard that Hollow Knight is one of the hardest games. Now it's difficult for me to assess because obviously I've played so much of it that I no longer find it hard at all. It's definitely a challenging game. I don't think it is one of the hardest games. I think that's silly. A lot of the like actually hard difficulty is entirely optional. I would say a basic playthrough of Hollow Knight, it is challenging but not exceptionally hard. It's interesting you're learning about the periodic table and atoms. That's an interesting topic, certainly. We use polished deep slate for this. Silk Song is definitely significantly harder than Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has a pretty good difficulty curve. It gives you a lot of time to learn the mechanics of the game and get used to it before you're thrown into like actual difficulty. I mean, to be fair, Lucy, dying 2 times is definitely rare. Like, you're doing better than most people at the game for the point that you're at. But yeah, it's not that hard early on. I would say most people probably have like 5 or more deaths by the point that you're at on a first playthrough. Oh, good. That's exactly what I wanted to see. It sounds like you are what we would call naturally good at the game. It's rare for you? Well, there you go. Rare, but not non-existent. How much storage does it need? It's like... I don't have Steam open. Hold on a second. It's like 5-ish gigs, I want to say. I mean, Silksong's 8 gigs. So it's going to be smaller than Silksong, I think. Oh, it's a little bit bigger than I expected. It's 7.5 gigs. Yeah, it's not a large game file size wise because it's a 2D game, it's an indie game. Indie game developers tend to be better at optimizing their games than AAA developers. And by better, I mean they actually fucking try to optimize their games. Unlike AAA game developers, who, as far as I can tell, seem to intentionally make their games as large as possible. Indie games suddenly have the money to buy it now. Yeah, it was made by... So Team Cherry are originally 2 developers who did most of the work. The third, Jack Klein, joined during one of the free additional content packs, I'm pretty sure. The vast majority of the work was done by the 2 original members of Team Cherry, Ari Gibson and William Pellin. And the music was done by one guy, Christopher Larkin, who is the GOAT. That's not going to help me towards a fortress or a bastion. Funny thing about Skong is that you're genuinely unsure which of the memes are true and which are not. I don't know anything about the post. You choose to believe they did include a 12-hour Yuri scene. They did not. I will maintain for all time that Hornet is ace. Died because your shift doesn't cooperate sometimes. What do you use shift for? I don't use keyboard for Hollow Knight. I don't even know what the fuck is taking up so much space on your disk. Oh, you use shift for dash, interesting. It might be temporary files, Frog. Okay, I cannot find anything in this nether. This is an empty nether, so I'm going to use some speedrunner tech because I'm getting a little bored of it. Let's hope this tech still works. If I can find... Okay, there's a spike that way. Oh, there's a... The problem is a lot of the spikes might be things that have spawned in now. Where is... Oh, I can't remember how to do it. That's not it. Hold on a second. Okay, so that was a fucking lie. There we go. Can I turn that off? Thank you. I'm not going to use the speedrunner tech because I can't remember how to do it properly. And more importantly... it is not functioning. Damn it. The default controls are total ass. Why is movement arrow keys? This isn't 1993. I mean, you can change it. I swear this is how you do it, but... how in the fuck? You have to be so specific. Okay, I don't remember how to do the speedrunner tactics, so that's a shame. Oh, you're right at an edge now. I can't kill you there. There's nothing in this fucking end. End? This is the nether. There's nothing in this nether. I don't know, I think System 32 might be a little bit important. Please, I just want either a bastion or a fortress. I don't need both. I just want one of them. I beg. Windows bad. Now there we agree. Now there we agree. Oh, I don't need to make another one. I can combine these two. Never mind. But seriously, where Bastion? Speedrunners always find them instantly. Is my luck just dog shit? Ah, the old there's nothing technically stopping you from using cloud storage as a swap partition. It's true. It would be a very slow swap partition, but it is true. Ah, I didn't block that up properly. Oops. Well, I thought I was using the mob table, but I couldn't see anything useful on it. I might just be bad. Like, which one is the mob table? So I tried opening the different menus, debug charts, profile layer. Let's ping. That's not useful. Okay, none of those are useful. I mean, if you mean the entity like number, I did look at that, but I think it's fucked up by the fact that you can hit me that quickly. I think it's fucked up by the fact that I've been in the Nether so long already. Right, I'll be taking a break very shortly here as I've been informed that food is ready for me. I just want to have a look over here. First of all, you come out that lava so I can absolutely slay you. Could you hurry up? Could you... I want the magma cream so that I can make fire resistance potions. So if you could cheers. You didn't drop it because you're dog shit. Let me just delete that lava. Nothing immediately visible. I assume without autocorrect what that was supposed to be was Basalt Delta have more fortresses because Bastions can't spawn there. Which is good to know, thank you for the tip. I am going to take a break now. Which I'm just going to pause because it's safe. To go and have my food. I will come back and do a little bit more. Actually... hold on a second. Hold on a second. Today is Sunday. Never mind. US Open Men's Final is on in half an hour and I do want to watch that. So I'm going to end the stream there. Shorter Minecraft stream because there was an hour of Silksong first. We'll do another Minecraft stream either tomorrow or on Tuesday. I'm just going to end in the middle of the Nether, to be quite honest. Gonna grab a few blocks here to make myself a little hut. And I will end inside the hut. Just so that I'm not immediately beset by enemies when I log back in. Enemies such as that one over there that's going to try and destroy my hut. But that's fine. Okay. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's been a bit of good Minecraft stream. We don't talk about the Silksong stream, but it's been a good Minecraft stream. Hopefully next stream I will actually explore and find some stuff in the Nether instead of explore and not find anything in the Nether. But yeah, I'm going to go and eat. Have a good one, everyone. And good night to everyone who it is late for. Go and sleep. Bye-bye.